Hello there, Capricorn. Thank you for stopping by for your November 17th to 23rd tarot video forecast. This week, the deck that I'm using is the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg. So let's just get started, Capricorn. On Monday, 9 of Cups coming up for you in reverse. And this is just telling me that you have a situation on Monday where your relationships, you're feeling like the relationships that you're involved with on this day, you could really... you would like to see them doing a lot better. You would like to see them a lot more healthy, a lot more bonded. And so this is a day when you start thinking about, okay, what can I do to make these relationships better? Is there anything I can do to make these relationships better? Because of course, remember that relationships are a two-way street. So there's only so much that one person can do. A lot of times our relationships, we have to count on the other person, to meet us halfway or at least part way. So you want to keep this in mind too as you're evaluating your relationships that are coming up on Monday and kind of coming into your attention as not being quite what you would like them to be yet, okay? Now Tuesday, what we have coming up here is we have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords really talks about having some troublesome issues going on in our lives, some things that definitely need to be worked out and taken care of. However, with the Four of Swords, you see the person resting in the bed. So this person right now, you're having a reprieve from those struggles. Something's going on so that you're not having to deal with those head on at the moment. Excuse me. This is kind of a time to step back, get some perspective, kind of regroup, refresh yourself, because you are going to have to deal with these at some point. So it's great to come at it from a fresh angle and a fresh perspective and get a little bit of a different outcome. Do something about it differently than you have been before so that you can have a different outcome and maybe actually solve this problem instead of just continuing to put band-aids on it. Okay, so then on Wednesday we have another four coming up. This is the Four of Cups. So this is really telling me Wednesday, what's going on is you're having a little bit of a pity party. We all have them sometimes, okay? The thing is, you don't want to get stuck in pity party mode, because if you do, you let some opportunities go by that are there, but you just couldn't notice them because you were so busy going, poor me, sorrowful me. And meanwhile, some wonderful opportunities are going by that you would not have to say, poor me or sorrowful me. So the thing is, when you find yourself in pity party mode, kick yourself out of it as quickly as you possibly can, because pity party mode just makes us miss out on life, and that's no fun. Okay, so that's Wednesday. Thursday, we have another card coming up. This is the Death card, and it's coming up in reverse. Now, the Death card in itself is not bad. In reverse just means that there's something that we really need to focus on here. So whenever the Death card comes up in reverse, what this tells me is that, Capricorns, you're going to be going through some kind of situation on Thursday where you're going to really feel that there are some changes going on within yourself, that you know those are coming on, you feel them coming on, and you actually start to go with this change. But then what happens is you realize, wait a second, how is this change going to impact my life? How is this change going to impact my relationships? I'm comfortable with what I have. It may not be perfect, but I'm comfortable there. And so then all of a sudden, you find yourself kind of digging in your heels and going, wait a second, I don't know if I'm ready for that change. I don't think I'm ready for that change. And so you start resisting this change. Okay? I can understand why. Trust me, I've been in that situation before. But honestly, you don't want to resist this change. When the universe is throwing a change at you like this, a core value change, it is for your own good. It is for your own growth, for your own progress. So if you can let go of the outcome and just go with the flow, enjoy this change, and see where it takes you, you'll see that it brings you way more forward progress than negative. Okay? So that is Thursday. Thursday is resisting change and trying not to resist change, hopefully. Friday, what do we have? We have the Knight of Cups showing up in your life, Capricorn. Knight of Cups in the Capricorn life. This just means that you have somebody showing up in your life on Friday who is a little bit romantic-minded. He is idealistic, possibly a little naive. He does make some kind of rash decisions. He's very capable of putting people on a pedestal and not realizing it, and treating them as if that is their normal, natural status, and then finding out later on that, wait a second, they're not as good as I thought they were. Now what? And then they find themselves in the situation of trying to backpedal out of what they've already got going. So you want to watch out for this person. It's a very sweet, wonderful person to spend some time with, but you also have to watch out for the whole pedestal thing and for whenever the pedestal crashes. But for Friday, I don't think you have to worry so much about a pedestal crashing on Friday. Just enjoy the moments with this person, whoever this person is in your life, and allow yourself to kind of go along with a little bit of the naivete, just to allow yourself to have some of those good experiences along with this person. You can always adjust later. Saturday, what do we have coming up? We have the star in reverse for you guys. Okay, so the star in reverse just basically means that somebody has kind of, or something has kind of thrown you a little bit out of whack. Where normally you feel like you're pretty well tuned in and you know where you're going and you have some clarity about your life. When the star comes up reverse, this is telling me that you're in a situation where you're kind of losing your objectivity all of a sudden. And now it's hard for you to really tell which way you should be going. And so it brings in a lot of confusion, and it makes it harder to make decisions to see the pathway clearly. Okay, so that's kind of what you're going to be going through on Saturday, is a little bit of confusion as you're losing your objectivity. Okay, by the way, those are the perfect times to have a psychic reading. Just saying. Now Sunday, what we have coming in is we have the Justice card. And the Justice card is one that can be good or it can be bad. It just kind of depends on how your actions have been. So the Justice card essentially says justice will be served. So first of all, let's look at what kind of situations we're talking about for you, Capricorn. This can be a situation which is literally a court situation. This can also be a situation that has more to do with family, or more to do with work, or more to do with relationship. But somebody is definitely judging you and your actions and your motives. Okay? And so since justice will be served, for those of you who have been acting above board and essentially living by the golden rule, treating people how you would expect other people to treat you, then when justice is served, that's a good thing for you. For those of you who have been doing the opposite, kind of trying to be sneaky and underhanded and get away with things, when the card comes up like this, justice will be served in your case too. So that means for you, it's just not going to be quite as pretty. Okay? So that is your week, Capricorn. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, please feel free to check out my website, www.amista.info. I-N-F-O. Once you've gotten to know me a little better, feel free to contact me. And when you do that, we'll just set up a time that we can actually get together and have a private session. For the rest of you, I'll see you next week. Everyone, have a wonderful week. Peace out.